I dare you, men, to start helping around the house, to start cooking, to start cleaning up and helping. You will see changes in your homes. You will see changes in your bedrooms or outside or theaters, wherever you get intimate. You will start singing hallelujah because your wives have got enough energy to do what they need to do. As you worship her, she worships you. You sing hallelujah. You are intimate. You just take each other to another level because you are all in the zone. Why does it only have to be one person enjoying and not the other? Welcome to a meditation on domestic violence and abuse. My name is Tinashala. Let's talk about love today, intimacy. Let's talk about sex. I mean, this week, everyone is celebrating Valentine's Day, whether you be thing that God ever created is love. Who does not want to be loved? But yes, even though there are so many things that are involved in love, today we want to talk about intimacy. We want to talk about sex life. We want to talk about being intimate as a lifestyle, not just a one-day Valentine's Day. That's when you things. Why do it in a one day in the whole year? Why not make this intimacy, this love thing, that special day that you create for this one day? Why not make it as a lifestyle? I thank God and I am blessed because I can truly say I am blessed in all areas. See this smile, this joy, I am satisfied. I am not complaining. And I will not be complaining because the man knows how to do his thing. We often hear, that men love sex and that men are sexual beings. But who said that, us women, we don't love sex and we don't love being sexual beings? Who said that we are not adventurous? Who say that we can't be adventurous human beings? But you see, it is the old, their it's. For a woman, your business is, the house, the cleaning, the cooking, looking after the kids, having children, being the housewife and all that. And the man is the one to be, in control and do all these things. But hey, we are now in the modern age. I mean, us women, we love to do what we do. We know how to do what we do. We know how to worship our men. We know how to treat these men, and we love being adventurous. In this modern age where we are in now, we as women, we want men to be able to understand and to know that times have changed. Times have changed. You can ask me how, and I pray tonight that in the name of Jesus, that there be a renewal of the mindset. The times of expecting a woman to do everything are over. And to parents who have boys, I think you also need to listen to this, that the times for thinking that the girl child has to do everything in the house, they are over. Because these young boys that you have, they are going to be as well husbands one day. They are going to have their own homes. So the times of expecting a woman to do everything from cleaning to cooking, feeding, bathing the kids, doing laundry, doing everything. And nowadays women even go to work. Not that before they didn't, but now there are so many ambitious women. And expecting them to do all these other jobs and then be sex goddesses in the bedroom, they are over those days. It's not going to work. I have had so many conversations in which men complain. They say that, these women, one day she's got a headache, one day she's got a tummy ache, one day she's got a back pain, One day, it's the shoulder. They are complaining that women are always sick. Every time I want to get intimate, there's always a sickness. There's always something that pops up. And I've also had conversations where women talk that they even fake whatever happens in the bedroom. They fake orgasm. They fake, enjoying all these things. They're just there and they're just pretending, carrying on, so that the man just does what he has to do and just get over it so she can have a good night's sleep and rest. Why are these women pretending? It's because they are being overworked. They are tired. So all they want to do after working throughout the whole day is to have a good night's sleep and have a good rest. I believe that it's time that we realize that it's not fair and acceptable in this day and age to expect women to do everything in the house. And this is what is killing our relationships, because she can't be what you expect, and she can't be what she wants to be with you, being intimate in the bedroom and whatever you need to do, because she is tired. Nowadays, in this modern age, women are no longer expecting men to be the only people responsible and working hard. We have women who are working hard like their husbands, and even other women are working even harder than their husbands. So if this is happening, why is it so hard for the men as well to start helping around the house and relieve their wives of the house chores? Why is it hard that when your wife is vacuuming, sweeping, you, the husband, you can do the mopping, whilst the other person is cooking? Because there are some women cooking, it's not their call, it's not their gift. And some men, they are good cooks. So if the other person is cooking, why can't the other person be cleaning, setting up cutlery, doing the dishes that the other person is using? Whilst the other person is cooking, why can't the other person be bathing the kids and helping the kids with whatever they need? And then everyone is helping one another. And then everyone can get to enjoy a clean and a tidy house, and also enjoy having the intimacy time of spending together. Sitting on the couch, cuddling, just being intimate with one another, just having that time when you know that not all of you are so exhausted. There is not that imbalance. In our home, my husband usually finishes work before I do, and most of the times by the time I come home, he's halfway through making dinner. And by the time we get to 6 o'clock almost every day, we have had dinner and we are getting ready to have a shower and just spend the night if we are not going anywhere, which is in most cases I'm the one doing something. So what I'm trying to say is that in this age, you can't just be at home and expecting the wife to come and do everything if you have the opportunity to be at home earlier than her. Even if you're not the greatest cook, you could cut, veggies, you could cut meat, you could cut whatever she needs to start making dinner. You could start doing the preparation. You've already started something, and then when she comes, she helps and makes the meal. It's not just a one thing, because you've all worked, you've all had a hard day of work, and you're all tired. If you can be tired, definitely know that even your wife is tired. Another great example, if you are a husband and you wake up earlier than your wife, you wake up early because you have to start work early. I mean, why are we expecting these women to wake up 4, 5, 6 a.m. early in the morning before the time maybe she's supposed to wake up just to make you breakfast? Can't you really make breakfast by yourself? I'll give my life as an example as well. My husband wakes up early in the morning every day, Monday to Sunday, 4:10 a.m. And 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 4:10 I thank God, and he should never have expected me to wake up at 4:10 to make him breakfast. I am not just created that way. I am not a morning person whatsoever. At 4:10, I am still halfway through my sleep. And I am the kind of a person who, when I don't get enough sleep, I get migraine headaches. If I don't get enough sleep, it just destroys the whole day. And it's not just me. There are so many women who are suffering in silence. So these headaches that women complain about, you might think they're just complaining, they're just whinging, they're just whining, they like to complain. But it is actually real. It is fatigue. They are tired. Because if you've woken up from 4:10 in the morning and you are up the whole day until when you go to bed, how can you be the woman that you want to be when it's time to be intimate with your husband? How can you give him the sex, and how can you enjoy as well the sex when you're so exhausted, when you've been up very early? My husband makes his own breakfast. I don't have to wake up to do those things. And it gives me a good day when I have enough sleep. Imagine how many people are suffering, how many women are suffering. Men and you can cook. Please just do the cooking. It doesn't kill you. It doesn't mean that you are any less of a man when you're helping your woman. I mean, we have chefs nowadays. Oh, these French men, they cook. I mean, these chefs we see on TV, these men that can cook. If you can cook, why can't you cook? Just because the elders or the traditions or the culture say that I'm a man, I just sit on the couch or I just lie down and she will do everything. This is what is destroying our marriages. This is what is destroying our relationships, because we are basing everything on old culture. Old culture, there are still some good things, but as we are changing as human beings, as the world is changing, as we are becoming modern, let us also change the mindset, the way we think, the way we look at things. More, before I felt so guilty when I had first got married. I used to feel so guilty after work when I came back either with a migraine, because I had migraines that were terrible. I would feel so guilty having a nap and think, oh, I've come back from work, because I'm a woman, I need to start cleaning, I need to start tidying up, I need to iron, I need to make dinner. And my husband said to me one day, go and sleep, go and nap, and I'll wake you up when dinner is ready. He said, this is our house. I also eat in this house. I also live in this house. It's both of our responsibility to take care of one another, to do everything together. Oh my goodness. How many women are dying to hear that? That this is our house. I also need to eat. You need to eat. We live together. We need to live in a nice place, in a clean place. It's all about helping one another. Let's help one another with the house duties. Let's help one another with the cleaning. I am a cleaning goddess. I love cleaning. So I take, that part because I just love it. I love the vacuuming. I love the mopping. I love the ironing, the washing and all that. And my husband loves to cook. So he takes care of the cooking and everything that involves in cooking. And that is not to say he loves cooking, so he just cooks. I cook at times when he's not in the mood. I cook sometimes when I'm just feeling, I'm just tired. He gets up and he mops. Because it's our house, it's our home, it's us. Let's stop the you, me. Us, we do everything together. If you do everything together, by the time really you get to night time, you can have dinner early. You can have more time together. This is when you can sit down and say, how was your day? This is when you can have even baths. You know, so many people have got bathtubs in their homes and they never use those bathtubs because there is no time. I just want to encourage men today and say, let's enjoy having healthy and happy homes and relationship. Your wife is not your servant or slave. This is not the worker that you're paying to do these jobs. This is your wife. This is your spouse. She is a helper in as much as you are a helper. She needs to be able to help you. Those who are religious, they say, yes, I'm the helper. Yes, I always tell my husband, I'm your helper. He needs to be doing something for me to help him. If he's not doing anything, what can I help? That old mentality that women are the ones who just do all the house things and men don't do anything, it needs to change. It needs to be renewed. And to even the younger boys, you know, the ones who are growing up, if you saw your fathers, your uncles, your grandfathers doing that, don't carry that into your homes now. Women are so busy, they are so tired, they're exhausted, they are fatigued. And that's why we see so many men, especially from my culture where I'm coming from. That's why all these men are cheating. And then they end up finding these younger girls or younger, you know, mistresses. Because they've got the energy, they can please them, they can do whatever they want. But if you are not helping your wife, if you're not being part of your home, if you're not helping in your home, how do you expect her to be a sex goddess when she is overworked? It's all about helping one another and enjoying the intimacy and the sex. Let's not take what God has blessed us with for granted. It is the same thing for women too. There are some women that I'm very much aware of who just don't want to see their husband sitting down, having a rest, having a nap. As soon as they enter the house to see him napping, sitting down on the couch, it's like fire. Neg, 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 neg. Why are you this? You don't even help me. You don't even do this. You don't do. You need to get another job. You need to have another shift. We need more things in the house and all these things. Nah. If you help each other, if you both work and you set your priorities right, have a vision as a couple. He can work as many shifts as you want him to have and have the most beautiful house. But if you're not enjoying it, if you're always by yourself, what's the point? And this is when they find people who can have that time to listen to them wherever they are. They are doing 20 shifts. They are working so hard overtime. And then they find those women who are there who give them that attention that you are supposed to be giving them. So it's all about working together. Work on creating healthy relationships and homes. It can be done and it is possible. Nowadays, so many people are angry, so many people are frustrated because there is so much happening. As we are becoming modern people, we are faced with so many challenges. There are so many pressures. And the only way to de-stress and to help ourselves is to be able to communicate and understand one another. It's all about changing our mindset. Last week I went to a marriage seminar. Oh, Pastor Moyo, God bless you, and your wife Shelly Moyo. And we had a ball. It was the best marriage seminar I've ever attended. It was so amazing because it was so real and so honest. And one thing that he closed the seminar with, he was showing night dresses, and he showed, you know, those night dresses that we used to have in the olden times. You just have this long night dress and just the old-fashioned stuff. And he was saying that now is not the time for those old kind looking like night dresses. I mean, now there is lingerie, there is all these nice things that we can wear, that we can do to spice up our sex life, our intimacy. There are toys we can use as couples. There are so many things. I mean, the world is changing. We need to change our mindset and the way we think if we are going to enjoy this thing called marriage. Let's not just see it in the magazines and movies. We can do it if we help one another, if we give each other the time to do it. For me, I don't need to even go and buy those expensive lingerie, even the cheap one. Because my husband, he says, why do you have to buy all those things when you don't even need to wear it? Because that's him, that's us. So do what, helps your relationship to grow. Let's not just stay in the same level, do the same thing. Just let us spice our relationship. Let us spice up our intimacy. Let us spice up our sex life and enjoy. This was created by God, but it is not just about bang, bang, bang sex and then that's done. There are so many things that are involved in it to get to that place, to get to that time. There is so many things that are involved, and let's work hard on building it up, build it up, and then we can have good relationships. So Valentine's Day is not a one-day thing. It has to be a lifestyle. Let your love life be a lifestyle. Let your sex life be a lifestyle. I can see so many women are tearing up. So many men are crying because they are not getting anything. Work on your surroundings, all the things that are involved in your life, in your relationship, and I can assure you that you will be getting it. You will be enjoying your sex life. Happy life, happy love, happy love, happy love. God bless you guys.